is picked.
What's up, geeks and gamers? It's Jeremy coming to you with some Mario Kart 8. You're going to hear a lot of language. You're going to hear a lot of screaming and cussing because we have the Geeks and Gamers team in here, and we are going to be whooping each other's ass with some green shells, red shells, and blue shells. Everyone, say hello.
Hello. What up?
Chilling.
I got a shell for you.
All right, I gotta get ready here because you guys are all, you're losing, right? Like you're going down. So
where's Rick at? He's still not in this match.
Rick's not in the match. Why is Rose Tico in this match? Who's Joey?
No clue.
All right. Damn it!
I'm just trying to make sure that fucking Chris Cloud doesn't beat me.
All right. Well,
I did just throw a green shell at Jeremy.
Yes,
and that was pretty great. I have to say, nobody just passed me.
Funny enough, your next article is going to be edited by me, and I can't guarantee what it's going to say.
Dude, I just got hit by a red shell and a fucking piranha at the same time.
Come on! Don't hit me! All right.
Mario Kart thrives off of your tears of anguish.
It really does.
That's what you put into your cart. That's actually what fuels your cart, is the tears of anguish.
Well, the thing that drives me crazy, and I love Mario Kart 8, but the skill has been taken out of these games, and I still love it because it makes it so competitive, but it drives you crazy too.
Well, it's not as much of a random element as it was in the Wii game, because the Wii game got so brutal with the rubber banding.
Yeah, it was awful.
You couldn't help but just, scream and rage, especially online. And the Wii already had pretty poor online infrastructure anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So you couple that with the hardcore rubber banding that the AI put on in Mario Kart Wii, and it was just frustration city.
It was big time, man. Had a lot of fun with that game, though. Boom! Get out of my way, motherfucker. All right.
I've gotten nothing but green shells.
Oh! Blue shell just missed me. Woo!
One thing
I hit the cactus.
did have going for it that this one doesn't, though, is Funky Kong. I could use some Funky Kong.
God damn it! Why do I keep hitting these fucking cactuses? Yeah, Funky Kong was awesome. All right.
Jeremy's not fucking Kong. He's Funky Kong.
Come on, motherfuckers. All right, I'm in position. Oh, I need that double box though.
Ah, man. Whoa! I just hopped over. Why am I going so slow? That's a good question. Third.
Oh,
damn it!
I'll take it. That's the best I've ever done online in Mario Kart. Hands down.
I was right up on you, Jeremy. I came back with a star.
Oh man, so frustrating. All right. Yeah, so that was you that was coming up behind me, huh?
Mm-hmm.
It's totally not fair.
Oh, please, not Neo Bowser. Holy hell. Everybody loves a volcano.
My strategy is to keep picking random until I get excited by it at least once.
I only want to go to either Grumble Volcano or Random. I hate those other two maps. Especially Neo Bowser City. Don't put me on that track with 200cc, man. It's so bad. It's so bad.
It's awesome.
I can run it on 150.
The ideal scenario in this is for me to choose Random and come up with Toad's Turnpike, because then Jeremy would have a full tank of Tears of Anguish to fill up his cart with.
I can't wait, cause I can't wait till we go live on YouTube and just hammer out like 4 or 5 hours of Mario Kart. So I think that's going to be fun, and we'll take some live questions from our viewers and subscribers. All right, I'm whooping some ass here, so I got to get a better start than I did last time. All right. And go ahead.
No, this map doesn't bother me too much until the final lap. That's when...
Oh, it all starts falling apart.
Yeah. When I have the most trouble with it.
Bitch.
All right. All right, I'm back in control now. Last race, I wasn't ready to start. I'm ready now. No more looking back at you assholes. Keep your blue shells to yourself, please. Where's Rose Tico at?
Fucking 7th.
Alright. Alright, we're in good shape now. Cruising. I'm cruising now.
Not terrible. Not.
Oh, what the?
Oh, son of a.
What the fuck just hit me? Oh shit. Alright, fucker. You're done. Bye.
Great. Of course I missed every fucking shot.
Shit.
God damn it.
I'm just trying to get the coins. I'm sucking really bad at picking coins up on this.
Alright. Yeah, it's a good thing. There's no way we can monetize these videos, not with all the cursing that's going to happen. Especially when we do battle mode. Have you guys played battle mode with, like, Shine Thief?
Yeah.
Yes.
Holy shit. It's ridiculous, man. I'm not good at Shine Thief.
Here we go. That's what I needed right there.
Don't tell me.
I can't get out of 7th. I can't get out of it.
Well, you can have it. I just moved up into 5th.
Well, that's great. I'm very happy for you that you moved up into 5th.
Hey,
I hear the joy.
Hey, Rose, remember, we don't win races by racing those that we are against. Okay? I don't know. I was trying to think of some kind of witty thing to say about them. Fuck you. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
Son of a bitch.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
Come on.
Okay,
I
I
wasted that.
Damn it! That's what I get. That's what I get for holding that fucking bomb. Does somebody have a blue shell, please? Anybody?
Yeah, I've got a blue shell that I'm willing to help.
Oh, it hit me! Oh my god. Fuck this game.
4th. That's a net loss.
Ah!
6th, and I needed a fucking bullet.
Fuck both of you guys. All three of you, whatever.
Typical losers. You guys run like 8th and 9th the whole race, and then you get a bunch of power-ups, and you pass the guy that dominated the whole race. It's fine. I see how it is.
That's just not true.
You know what's gonna be fun is when Smash Bros comes out and we get on here. That's gonna be amazing. So, but I hope everybody's enjoying the live stream tonight. Or it's not a live stream technically because we're pre-recording it, but we are definitely going to be doing a lot more live streaming. You're going to be seeing a lot of Battlefront. You're going to be, especially because the rumor is on Battlefront 2017 we're going to be getting some Clone Wars DLC, which is amazing. So I hope that gets confirmed. And whoever's eating cereal and smacking, please mute when you do that when we're on live. Then Siobhan is probably going to be running some Call of Duty because she's pretty badass at Call of Duty. I'm not that good at Call of Duty.
We should do some Splatoon.
What's up?
We should get some Splatoon going. Too.
Oh yes, I need an excuse to play Splatoon because I haven't played it in a while. So I'm totally down to do that.
It is a road, it's called a rainbow road. It is a road that you go.
I love the music on this map. It's so good. I wish it was longer. I mean, it's fine.
Lap.
Yeah.
Even a double probably would have been good.
Yeah.
It sucks about being in first place. Like points. Doesn't matter now. I'm in first no more.
Oh, fuck. All right, I'm gonna have to worry about. I'm gonna have to soundproof this room because my daughter's gonna hear all this stuff that I'm saying.
Pray my dogs keep quiet.
Well, dogs, I think we can accept them since they are awesome. So, all right, Rick, I'm coming for the ass. All right, you just need to get nervous. You need to get nervous. I live my life a rainbow road at a time.
Wow.
God damn it! Who's got the boomerang? Fuck this guy.
Damn it.
God damn it! All right, I'm coming.
All right.
He's.
Somebody take out Jeremy here.
Don't fucking take me out. All right, fuck this Andy dude. He's done. Fuck him.
What the fuck, man? You just told me to take him out, and then you hit me with a red shell. I was right behind him.
There aren't any friends on the Rainbow Road.
I walk the rainbow road.
All right.
All right.
Oh! Who's throwing boomerangs at me? Good God!
If I finish second behind Jeremy, it's a win.
Not last place. Yeah.
Siobhan, are you listening to us, or are you on the Discord server with us? I guess not. She's like,
Maybe
fuck.
her crunching the cereal.
All right.
Change it.
Let's see.
Random.
No.
Random.
No, I like donut planes, man. That takes me back to my SNES days. So, yeah. Chris, Clow, since you know so many important people, can you please get Double Dash Remastered in development for me? I need this to happen quickly.
I'll see what I can do. I'll also, get us free tickets to Super Nintendo World when it opens in Tokyo in 2020.
Yes. Well, it's also going to be open in Orlando, so I don't know if
isn't it going to. I think it's going to Tokyo first.
I think it's going to Tokyo first, and then, but by 2020, I would have to imagine they're going to be targeting it to be open in Orlando because that's when Star Wars Land's going to be open, and Universal wants to compete with Disney in every aspect. So, yeah,
they're really doing a pretty good job right now.
Yeah, they'll never top Disney into like head to head, but they have been eating in their market share a lot for the last maybe 5-6 years, and that's what it's all about, man. Eating that market share up. Alrighty, here we go.
The hell am I waiting?
I don't know who's this Andy dude. I don't like him. So I don't like him. So alright, I'm back. This map is so fun on Double Dash. Love it.
This one's also hard at 200.
Oh god,
in this game,
it's insane. When 200 first was announced, I was like, oh, I'm gonna be a beast on that. Man, I suck balls on 200cc. I mean, some maps I'm decent, but these maps that's got the twists and turns, like I don't have. Yes, like I don't have the whole let me take it easy around these turns mentality in Mario Kart, and that's what you have to really learn how to finesse that. Gas.
Well, you can't do a heavy character on 200. Like if you're playing Battle Mario,
yeah,
that ain't gonna work.
Fuck you, Rostico. Yeah, I heard that. That's the first time I realized there was a break in Mario Kart. I'm like, oh wait, 200cc. I need to use the brake. All right.
Here we go. Oh, out of nowhere. Banana.
Anything more discouraging than driving right through the blocks and not getting a single one?
Shortcut.
Every fucking time.
All right, Chris.
All right. Here comes the showdown. Sorry, Chris. I love you, buddy. But
You son of a bitch.
Oh man, I'm making a lot of enemies right now. Fuck, I need something. Give me something here. Give me a horn. Damn it. All right, I'll take the banana.
I hope you're not in first. You're
Ah! Damn it! Come on. I had a good gap. Fuck that. Boom.
Oh shit. Oh, too fast. Out of control.
Oh yes. The king is hey.
Fucking God.
Hey, you know what my favorite Lord of the Rings movie is? Return of the King. That's what happened here. So, man, that was
Probably
intense.
an unexpected journey, you son of a bitch.
Oh man, it's good stuff. Good stuff indeed. Whew.
I
Man,
hit myself with a green shell more than I ever hit anybody else.
that's Mario Kart for you, man. That is Mario Kart for you. Alrighty. I don't know which one of these I want to go. I'm going rando. We need Toad Harbor. Toad Harbor or Cheap Beach. That's what we need. And by the way, for anybody
Turnpike.
for anybody watching this stream, if any games you want to see us play, just let me know. We have several gamers here on the team that are much better at gaming than me. I'm basically good at games that take simplicity. If there's any thought process to them, I'm not very good at them. That's why I like Mario Kart and Rocket League. But if you guys want to see anything, just let us know. I know that a lot of people want to see me play through Knights of the Old Republic. So.
I think we'd have enough people come out for Mortal Kombat.
What's that now?
I think we'd have enough people play Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, definitely. I'd have to
Which
pick it
one?
up. I'd have to pick it up. Depends on which one you're talking about.
All I got is Mortal Kombat X.
Oh, okay.
Stuff that's not online.
I mean,
That's a good one.
Anytime Mortal Kombat's mentioned, I'd just like to take this opportunity to let everyone know that I do like Mortal Kombat Annihilation, and I'm a proud member of the 4 people that will admit that. So,
NetherRealm fighters are the ones that I prefer the most, whether it's Mortal Kombat or Injustice.
shit, come on.
They also have arcade perfect ports of the original 3 Mortal Kombats on the 360 arcade store.
Ooh, I'd like to play 3 now. 3 was my jam.
I think on there it's Ultimate 3. It's like $10 too for all 3 of them, which isn't bad, and they look pretty solid. I tried beating Shao Kahn in Mortal Kombat 2 just in a ladder run through, and that son of a bitch. It's like, I don't have any quarters to give you, you motherfucker. Just go down. You're not gonna get any more money.
Teleport kick over and over and over.
Hey, where's Rose? She's been pretty quiet.
Yeah, I am just trying my best to try. So I figured maybe if I was quiet for a little while,
Nobody would remember you're
forcing
here.
concentration.
All right, this
Looks like I'm just holding 5th place down.
me and this Andy dude, he's really pissing me off. I don't like him.
Man, these shortcuts are really hard.
Ah!
And Chris just took my boxes, so just continuously getting fucked.
They were mine. They were not yours.
Fell off the edge and somehow ended up better than I started.
Oh, great. Now everybody's rushing through his bullet bill and stars and all that other shit. Great.
Come on.
There we go.
Dude, quit giving me coins. Give me a banana. Come on.
You want a banana?
Yeah, to protect myself from up here. God damn it, you motherfucker. Oh my god. Alright, I'll take it.
Holy hell, someone planted a banana right off the edge of
Yeah.
one of these jumps.
Yeah, I just passed that one. Did you hit it?
Blue shell coming your way.
No, I didn't hit it, but I was just like, that's something else.
Yeah, it was very well placed. I don't know if it was intentional, but I would have to imagine it was.
It's like pixel perfect precision for laying that.
Yeah. Alrighty. Back on top again. Fuck this Andy guy. Whoever he is. This is a lot of fun. We usually have more people for Mario Kart, but this was on such short notice. But we should probably be able to get a full room. Excite Bike. Everybody pick Excite Bike.
Dude, are you serious?
Yes.
You don't have to tell us.
It's not. It still got me in the last match.
What?
I think everybody wants Excite Bike.
Aaron? Aaron, you're in the last match?
Yeah, like it's just spectating it.
Oh, it just dropped like 4 people from the room too.
Go to your friends list and join me.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, a lot of people are dropping.
Yeah.
But that's fine. That gives more opportunity for people to come in. So.
Jeremy doing his King Ralph impression with his crown.
I prefer King Mabel. Okay. So.
He made more of an impression as Viscera.
This is true. Man, I tried. Okay, listen, I tried to watch Raw last night, okay, and I couldn't do it.
So I've talked about this a few times, and in the wrestling group too. How like I've tried recently to get back into it because of how much I used to love it. I still can't, but I do have a question. I always see people posting about like, oh man, congrats for this dude getting in the WWE Hall of Fame. Like, he deserves it. Is it just me, or does it seem like literally they induct every wrestler that's ever wrestled into the Hall of Fame?
Well, considering Jeff Jarrett just got in, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I mean, I wonder if I wonder if Punk's gonna get in it one day. I doubt it, even though he deserves it. I mean, but with them, it's all political. Like, look how long they took to get Macho Man in. You know.
It doesn't. It's not even that
was
though, about how long
horseshit,
it took
too.
him, but like every single wrestler that I can ever remember from like those days is already in the Hall of Fame. Like, it didn't really matter how big of a star they were or not. It just seems like they let every single person that's ever been in wrestling in the Hall of Fame.
Like Hillbilly Jim.
Yeah, like is the Brooklyn Brawler in there?
The Brooklyn Brawler has to be in though at this point. Like, just because he's the Brooklyn Brawler.
Well,
but I mean,
I'm still
wrestling's
waiting for Bob Holly.
But
the greatest jobber of all time.
But wrestling's different because wrestling is not based on your win-loss record. It's based on your impact, and that's such a widely subjective thing. You know what I mean? So, like in the Baseball Hall of Fame or football or whatever, like there's specific numbers that determine if you're going to be a Hall of Famer. But in wrestling, it's not about wins and losses. It's about your impact. So that
yeah, but
opens...
that's the thing too. Like what did? Well, I was going to say when he made that comment about Jeff Jarrett, it's like, yeah, what did he really do when he was in the WWF? But I guess now that, now that they own all of the WCW, ECW rights, like, yeah, he made more of an impact when he was in WCW. So
yeah, Double J did he? I'm not saying he had a Hall of Fame run in WWE when he was there, but he was pretty damn important. I mean, he had a long he was very prominent in the Intercontinental title frame.
Right,
title
but
picture.
here's the thing. Right, but if WWE never bought out the other ones and it was still just WWE by itself, would Jeff Jarrett's WWE run have been Hall of Fame worthy? No. He didn't get big until he went to WCW.
That's true. I mean, I don't know. He was big.
Mid-90s, he was big. And then he went back to the WWF.
But that's what I'm saying. Like mid-90s, what? When he was in WCW?
Yeah.
Well, right. That's when he was big. He wasn't.
But he was a legacy though. That's the thing. Is that he was a second generation guy, and that's what they favor too. You know, the Von Erichs were kind of shoo-ins the first year that they were eligible to go into the Hall of Fame, and Macho. He made it when they were actually talking to him about maybe doing it while he was still alive. He wanted to go in with his brothers, and they said no. But it was his brother who said, "Okay, I want Randy to go in because he's
fuck you, Chris.
Randy Savage."
Fuck you, Chris. Sorry, I'm back.
But I mean, like, we haven't seen guys like Bob Holly. He was kind of a workhorse for them in the late '90s and early 2000s, and I actually would be fine with it.
I mean, I won't until Renegade makes it. I'm calling bullshit on the Hall of Fame. So,
well, Goldberg just got inducted, and Shawn Michaels and Triple H a few years ago both said that they didn't think that he deserved it. That was before he came back. Oh, I agree.
Goldberg's WCW run, like, he was, during the Attitude Era of WWE, Goldberg was the only answer that they had besides, like, NWO.
He was the only star that they made. Everybody else in WCW during the Monday Night Wars were recycled from previous runs in the WWF. Goldberg was WCW minted. He trained at the power plant.
He was their answer to Steve Austin. Like, he was their answer to Stone Cold, basically.
In a way, but in a way, he was the answer to Stone Cold just because of how popular he got. But the methodology of how Goldberg explored his run was totally different. You know, Austin didn't have the gimmick of, you know, sheer and utter dominance that Goldberg had. And there's the old adage, you know, that a match of Goldberg's longer than 40 seconds isn't going to be very good. Everybody holds that match that he had on Nitro with Steve Regal up as the example of that. But a Goldberg match where he was put aside someone who knew how to work with him was awesome. To me, his best match was against DDP at Halloween Havoc 98. Like, that is legitimately suspenseful. And Goldberg was my guy when I was a kid. I was more of a fan of WCW than I was. It was only when WCW started declining after they brought back NWO 2000 and after they shafted Goldberg at Starrcade 99 that I started to look at the WWF, and then I became a fan of The Rock. But that was the thing, like, going from WCW to the WWF, you saw actual new faces, you know? And that was the only thing that Goldberg was in WCW. He was the only guy who was actually built to be a star from the ground up, as opposed to being recycled from something else.
See, everything you're saying is like how I was. I'm the exact opposite, though. Like, I was always, no matter what, from the time I was like 4 years old up until I stopped watching wrestling, which was like 2003 when I joined the Army. I was only WWF. Like, I watched WCW occasionally. And I even went to
God damn it.
I think I went to it might have been a spring stampede that was here in Chicago at the Rosemont Center one time back in the day, or the United Center. But it was because my buddy and his dad took us when we were in like 7th grade, you know.
Yeah,
like,
sure.
We just loved wrestling in general, but like WCW was boring to me, man. Like, even like when you would turn on when it was both Monday Night Raw and Nitro on at the same time, you could look at WWF Monday Night Raw, and it was like the colors were vibrant and like everything just seemed so much more like flashy. And then you would turn on Nitro, and it kind of had this like dark, kind of like gloomy tone to it, you know, like it looked like not as high quality. And
well, eventually, but I mean,
the wrestlers weren't as high quality either.
The thing that kicked the production values up, though, was WCW, because the WWF wasn't really focused on the showmanship side, and it wasn't until WCW started holding their events at Disney's Hollywood Studios for WCW Saturday Night when they actually put it in a studio. It was Eric Bischoff. Bischoff did it pretty much on his own. He was the producer who was hired, and he's like, we need to get away from the southern bread and butter that has fueled WCW for most of its existence ever since it broke off from Titan Sports in the NWA. And it was Bischoff who basically escalated the fight with the WWF to more showmanship proportions. But like in like 96, 97, if you watch episodes of Nitro and Raw, like if you go on the network right now and you look at an old episode of Nitro and an old episode of Raw, there was a period there of about a year where they were pretty close to equal as far as production value. But see, I always thought the story was just more interesting, especially when the NWO came along. When the NWO came along, it started blurring those lines. You still had Isaac Yankem DDS, and then you switched to WCW, and Kevin Nash and Scott Hall are busting backstage, beating the living shit out of everybody that gets
Rey
in their
Mysterio
way.
getting
Rey Mysterio
yeah.
him as a long dart into a trailer. It was exciting because it blurred the line between reality and fantasy first.
And yeah, sure, I agree to a point, but when you said, like, when you made the Isaac Yankem comment, and like there was other things going on at WCW, but at the same time, like before Bret Hart went over, like that same Isaac Yankem time, like Bret Hart, like the Hart Foundation was still there, you know, And to me, so like growing up, Bret Hart was always my favorite, like of all time.
Bret Hart is my favorite of all time, even now.
Bret Hart is better. WWF Bret Hart is better than anything WCW's ever done, ever. Period, hands down. Like,
whoa! Ric Flair may have something to say about that,
but Ric Flair was also WWF though. Ric Flair,
right? But he's a WCW product. Like
Jericho and WCW was gold.
But by the Monday Night War,
Jericho became my favorite after Bret Hart left.
By the Monday Night War, Flair's best days were probably behind him. I think that's pretty fair to say. He still had some good matches, but no, the thing with Bret Hart is that unlike a lot of the guys that were in the WCW and the WWF locker room, I mean, the only real equal that Hart had anywhere was probably Shawn Michaels, because they both had the commitment to the craft. They just came from it from totally opposite perspectives. But Bret Hart, he was a workhorse, and he took it seriously because it was a business that he grew up in. Now, you're never going to convince me that Bret Hart is bad at what he does or was ever bad at what he does. Even when he came back for WrestleMania 26, I still liked him because he had the dedication that the other guys as showmen just didn't have. I mean, you look at a match, you look at the best Hogan matches, and you compare that with the best Bret Hart matches. There's no comparison. Hogan's a showman. He deserves the credit for bringing things into the mainstream.
One's a wrestler and one's an entertainer more so.
Exactly. But that's like that Hitman Hart documentary that came out right after the Montreal screw job.
It's such a good documentary, man.
You get such a solid impression about what Bret's work ethic was like, and maybe his ego was too big that he couldn't see what ultimately came for him fast enough, but it doesn't matter because the guy's legacy speaks for itself. Now, Bret Hart is my all-time favorite professional wrestler.
Oh, mine too. He's like literally a wrestler. I was like, dude, I'm gonna get older. I'm gonna fucking work out. I'm gonna go to the Lion's Den and train. Like, I had it all mapped out until I realized that I probably would need steroids to get big.
No, the excellence of execution is the perfect name.
I still have in a box in my storage unit. My grandma, when I lived in Virginia, she used to buy me every WWE magazine each month, all the new ones. She would buy me the other ones too, like Pro Wrestling magazine, like the smaller ones. But I still have the WWF magazine from WrestleMania 10 with Bret Hart on the cover when he won the belt from Yokozuna.
Such a great moment.
Yeah.
Yep. I love Bret Hart.
He wrestled 2 times. The first match of that WrestleMania was him versus Owen, and then he wrestled at the end against Yokozuna.
Yep, I remember that. Remember it vividly. Let me throw my 2 cents in here. So I am not the biggest Goldberg fan. I respect Goldberg, and I think he's amazing, like in terms of his ability, and his run was phenomenal. But I didn't like his attitude once WCW got bought out, and he kind of just sat on his ass for a year and a half when he was so hot. Like, if he would have taken the payout and came to WWF so hot, and he just sat around, man, and it just, the fans wanted him, and it was really disappointing because we could have gotten a Stone Cold Goldberg match at that point, and
in their heydays.
Man, I don't know what's wrong with me.
Aside from DDP, like DDP was like the only like top tier WCW guy there for the Invasion, and that really hurt his credibility.
The Invasion was a joke. They shouldn't have gone forward with that.
Just real quick about DDP before you move on. I like the RKO better than the Diamond Cutter. I'm just gonna say that.
I don't know if it's nostalgia for me, but I'll take the Diamond Cutter. But yeah, back to Goldberg. I mean, that really, for me, he missed a huge opportunity to really take things. Now, again, maybe he made the right decision because we've kind of seen what WWF and Vince have done with people like Sting and other people. With the NWO storyline, they completely botched that. Like, they had the opportunity to do something with the NWO, and they treated it like a circus sideshow when they brought it in. So,
Not at first.
I don't know, man. It never felt right what they did with it. It just never felt right.
I got the opposite impression only at first. You're absolutely right that it petered out and was stupid by the time it was well put in its grave. But at the beginning, they got the right idea because having 30 people as part of the NWO, like it was in WCW near the end of its life, watered the concept down.
Yes.
When it had just the core 3 guys, That was the best. And then they started bringing more WWF guys into it by that point, and that watered it down again. They got away from the 3 core people. As soon as Hogan left after WrestleMania 18, that was when it was over. But for that first month, it was pretty solid.
No, I don't know. For me, it just didn't work in WWF, but it was the way they delivered it. It just never... Like, they had a great opportunity to really kind of make it like, hey, the NWO's coming back, and they're going to take over again here like they did before, and, you know, we can have Vince and Stone Cold kind of go, you're not coming into our house, and it could have been the whole thing all over again. But it seems like Vince with WCW properties and characters that were developed, they never wanted to maximize them. So that's me making a point to say maybe Goldberg felt that, hey, the guys are just going to use me and abuse me, you know?
Well, you also have to look at it from the perspective of, do I take a guaranteed payout by sitting on my ass, or do I go and work 50 weeks out of the year again and maybe get hurt?
Yeah, I mean, I look at that, though, as like, at the end of the day, do you want to be a legend like of the likes of Hogan, Austin, Rock, or not? And that's why, like, his match at what WrestleMania was that with him and Brock, where they got booed out of the building because neither one of them wanted to be there. Yeah,
that sucked.
Yeah, and neither one of them wanted to be there, and it just doesn't feel like it feels like Goldberg loved the idea of being Goldberg, but not the idea of just being a professional wrestler.
Well, you heard that story about how he got his ass kicked by Chris Jericho backstage that one time.
I don't know if I heard. I don't know if I heard the details. I've heard
Goldberg
of that
tried
story.
to Goldberg Jericho because they weren't getting along, so he tried to like grab him by his throat, and Jericho just put him on his ass backstage.
Really?
And yeah, Jericho
On
knows.
Jericho's book, it said it really didn't get that far.
Oh, what did he say?
I don't remember the details exactly, but it was something like that. They basically ended up getting broken up before anything really happened. But that basically everybody was kind of impressed with Jericho at that point because he stood up to somebody of twice his size.
Yeah.
And maybe I bet Goldberg was banking on, he'll just back down because I'm a big mother effer. So
yeah, doesn't always work.
Yeah, and so I don't know. That always rubbed me the wrong way. And yeah, I look at people like like Stone Cold's my guy. He's my all-time favorite wrestler. And we can, Stone Cold's had his issues. We know how he walked out and everything, which I still think he was somewhat justified when they wanted to have Brock, go over on him on an unannounced, Monday Night Raw match. Like, wait, what? We can build this up. We can make some money at this. The hell are you doing? You know what I mean? But Austin loves the business, like, passionately. And that's what I love about Austin, as does Bret. Bret Hart, and you could tell what I loved about Bret Hart is once Stone Cold started his rise and Bret was the face and the fans started turning on him, even though Bret was fully supportive of Stone Cold because they've both been on record to say that, Stone Cold was like, yeah man, Bret was really helping me out during that time, but you could still see like deep down that was really bothering Bret, like not like with Austin per se, but just like how the business was changing, from what it was, you know what I mean? And so Bret Hart's just he's as true of a professional wrestler as I think you'll ever find. So you don't get born into that family and not live it and breathe it. So
yeah, exactly.
And the stuff he's been through is so heartbreaking, with Owen and everything. It's just he seemed broken several years ago. I don't know how he's doing now. Has he kind of come to grips with everything? I know he went through. Didn't he have a heart attack or something on a motorcycle at one point?
He had a stroke.
I follow him on Instagram, and he posts often, I guess, and
yeah,
seems like cool shit.
What's that?
He seems like he's doing okay.
I think he just had like prostate cancer or something too.
Yeah, he did. He beat it, so it's good to hear. So. But I'm glad this turned into a wrestling discussion. This is what we have to do more of.
I could talk about real good wrestling all day.
Yeah,
I can't get with the new stuff anymore. I honestly don't know how people still hang with it.
Amount of talent.
Sorry to break in, guys, but I gotta take off. So
thank you
for hosting me, and I'm sure I'll join you guys again soon.
Definitely, man. Have a good one.
Hell yeah.
You too. Take it easy, everybody.
See you, Chris.
All right, bye.
See ya.
Yeah, I turned it on last night, and because I mean it's the Raw after WrestleMania. Was it Michael or Rick? Okay. One of you two had told me that it was because I set up the stream for last night, and they go, "Oh, it's the Raw after WrestleMania." I'm like, "Oh yeah." So,
but that's what made me like mad, because like I've been actually thinking about this since yesterday, and like while I was like, I can't wrap my mind around how people actually still care. To like even say like, oh dude, it's the Raw after WrestleMania. Like, so what? It's shitty wrestling though. Like, there's nothing good about it.
Watch it. I didn't watch WrestleMania, but
and that's the thing. And my buddy, one of my best friends gave me his login info for WWE Network, and I've been watching it like just to watch old shit. And so I could have watched WrestleMania for free, and I just don't. Like, there's nothing at all that interests me anymore about any of it. I've never cared about John Cena. He came in around the time that John Cena and CM Punk like showed up. That's when I stopped watching wrestling. That's when it went downhill for me. Now I know Jeremy, CM Punk or whatever, but 2003, 2004, like to me, that's when it just kind of died off. Like, I can't get with any of it after that. The only person I've ever went back and kind of was like cool with was Randy Orton. I think Randy Orton's fucking awesome.
Dude, Punk is one of the best to ever do it. Even though he
I just can't see it. I've seen some of his matches, and I respect him for what he's done, but there's nothing about him or image or anything
even Bret Hart. Even Bret Hart says Punk's one of the best to ever do it, and that's a big statement coming from Bret Hart. I put Punk. I put Punk on Shawn Michaels, near Shawn Michaels level. He's not as great as Shawn Michaels, because Shawn Michaels might be the single greatest in-ring performer ever. But Punk he's in that league right there. That's how good he is. And his mic skills. See, here's how I look at wrestlers. There's three elements of a wrestler: your in-ring ability, your mic skills, and your box office. And I think if you look at wrestling from that perspective, I don't think you can find more than maybe 5 or 6 guys that are better than Punk in those three aspects. I mean, Shawn Michaels
would be like HBK, Flair.
No, but see, HBK's not. You can't tell me HBK touches Punk on the mic. He's not that good on the mic.
I feel like HBK could have said that if he was never in DX. He got better in DX on the mic stuff.
Right, but you're talking about specific instances. I mean, yeah. I'm talking about no matter what. Like, and that's one thing about Bret Hart. Bret Hart was awful on the microphone. Awful. Like he's probably the single greatest technical.
He didn't have to be great on the mic because his actions backed up his.
No, but that's not. But I'm saying when he did talk, it was painful. Same with Sting. When Sting talked, it was like, God, this sucks. Like,
yeah.
Obviously, your greats, the greats on the mic are Austin, The Rock, Flair. Those are to me. Those are probably the top 3.
You know who's on the mic?
Who?
Mick Foley.
I would say Mick Foley's great, but again, in a certain situation. But I'm saying, like, no matter what The Rock is, if Rock's bad guy, good guy, if Rock's playful, if Rock's a jerk, Rock is phenomenal on the microphone. Same with Stone Cold. Stone Cold is phenomenal on the microphone. It doesn't matter what his gimmick is. It doesn't matter what. And that's where Punk is. It didn't matter if Punk was a good guy, a bad guy. It didn't matter. And Mick Foley, yeah, I mean, when he's out there getting cheap pops, it's some of the greatest stuff ever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But when he was like Mankind, he wasn't great on the mic. He was just, it was kind of like...
Not a wrestler, but great on the mic. I've always thought Paul Heyman was great.
All time, though.
Yeah, Heyman's probably he's probably the greatest mic man ever, period. And so... That's the way I look at it, and so I look at Punk, and I mean, Punk he's a top tier with in-ring ability. He's not better than Shawn Michaels. He's not better than Bret Hart, but he's right there. Like he's just a notch below those guys. He is far better than Michaels and Bret Hart on the mic, and obviously box office. I don't think you can say Bret Hart was ever truly box office like a Shawn Michaels or a Stone Cold or a John Cena or a Hulk Hogan. But he was right there. I mean, he obviously carried the company for several years. So, and Punk Punk was, I don't know how you judge Punk's box office, because Punk is the only guy that started outselling John Cena in t-shirts during John Cena's run, and he was the champion for a year and a half, but the company never got behind him because it was kind of the PG era, and they wanted John Cena to still be the face. So, but
That's another thing that bothers me is, like, why are they still doing this PG stuff, man? Like,
it's all about shareholders and sponsors at this point, man. It's not the same. I think it was Cornette said it in an interview where he just said it's not what it used to be. There's too many people involved with the decision making now with WWE. It's not like it was back in the day where it was just Vince calling all the shots. And it's not to say that Vince doesn't still call the shots, but it's just so corporate laced with all these people, you know what I mean? That's why I can't watch NASCAR anymore. I don't know if you guys ever watch NASCAR, but I
don't watch NASCAR because it's fucking stupid.
Well, it is now.
I was into it when I was younger. I cannot watch it at all now.
Yeah, it's so corporate now at this point. Like, I can't each week I can't keep up with who's in what car because it's got a different sponsor and everything is crazy. Let's see. All right, I think I'm gonna do one more race after this, and I'm gonna shut this down. I gotta go get something to eat, spend some time with the fam. But this was fun. This was fun. We gotta definitely do this more often. And
so, have you been paying any attention to this upcoming draft?
I know Sam Darnold. I know that it's rumored that the Giants might be moving up for Sam Darnold.
You think so?
Cleveland's gonna take him.
Yeah.
I don't know.
To be honest with you, I didn't watch a whole lot of Sam Darnold, but in the Rose Bowl, or no, the Cotton Bowl, what the hell game did they play Ohio State in? I just wasn't impressed.
Hell, that doesn't matter.
It doesn't.
I honestly, out of this class of quarterbacks, if I had to just, gun to my head, put money down on a really good quarterback, I think it's going to be that Josh Allen kid. He's like
Mayfield, honestly.
I don't know, man. I think Josh has the right everything, like height, weight, arm strength, talent, everything. Like I feel like he's going to be a pretty good quarterback, but I've been wrong about a ton of shit, so who knows?
Yeah,
I don't know about the Giants, though. I think the Giants, if they don't do anything with their number 2 pick, I would say I'm 100% positive that they're going to pick up Saquon Barkley, the running back, because that's where they obviously need a ton of help right away. And then maybe, like a backup to start learning from Eli.
I'm not big on Saquon Barkley myself.
Well, here's the thing. This is why I thought I thought the Bears were going to move on and trade Jordan Howard for a couple of days there. There were rumors going around. And I thought the Bears were going to trade Jordan Howard and try to trade up to get Saquon Barkley. And the only reason is because the Bears want running backs that can catch the ball out of the backfield for Mitch, which Tariq Cohen can do, and Jordan Howard's not great at. So I know that Saquon Barkley can run, and he can definitely catch. So, I mean, he's got a lot of talent. I don't know if it's going to translate into the NFL, but we'll see, I guess. I'm pretty sure he's going to be a Giant.
All right, last match. Let's see.
My last one, too.
Let's see. I'm just going rando. Yeah, I haven't been paying as close attention to the draft as I need to. But I typically don't unless there's a couple players that I really liked coming from college. So, are you going to keep the Rose Tico name when we're racing online?
No, I'll probably change it up.
Are you there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, you broke up for a second.
Oh, I said, yeah, I'm probably going to change it up every time.
Bring back
I think it needs to stay Rose Tico for streaming on this channel. I think people get a kick out of it because you're going to finish like at least 10th through 12th every time.
That's
so.
why. Well, I'm losing purposely because she sucks in the Last Jedi. Sucks, guys. Last Jedi sucks. Everybody in the Last Jedi.
All right. This is my track right here, so I'm gonna bring it home. So, boom.
Running into me, whoever the hell you are.
Damn it! And there's Rose Tico in second. That's never good. It's never good. Holy shit! I'm in 11th. All right, gotta make this happen. Yeah, I think we're gonna play some Battlefront tomorrow. That'll be fun.
I'm going to the Sox game tomorrow.
Are you? God damn it!
Yeah, I'm picking up my old man. It's his birthday next week, so I got a couple of really good Sox tickets for a really good price. I'm gonna take him to the game tomorrow.
Sweet.
Tickets are cheap when your team sucks.
Huh. And why are they so expensive for the Braves?
At the new stadium.
The Braves have got a really strong fan base, though. So
Actually, I'm actually pretty high on the Braves this year. I didn't have much hope last year, but their pieces are falling into place. As long as they can quit getting in trouble with their scouting.
I always wish that the Braves would have won a series with Chipper Jones on the team.
They did.
Did they really?
Yeah, 95 was I think his rookie year. It was like actual first full year in the majors.
Wow. Okay.
I have not
They
followed.
would have won more, but
I have not followed baseball in so long, but I am definitely. I'm gonna be paying attention to the Braves this year for first time since like Dale Murphy, Bob Horner days. So that's how long ago I really followed any team. I always followed players after Murphy and Dale Murphy was my guy. So when I was a kid, so that shows how old I am. All right, well, that's it for the
Holy
live
shit.
stream. What?
Rose Tico just beat you.
Oh God. Fuck
You came
this.
fifth, and I came.
I'm not uploading this to the YouTube channel now. So
Oh, it's going up. Jeremy's beaten by the Last Jedi. Basically, Ryan Johnson just beat you.
But all right, I hope you guys enjoyed this stream. We will be bringing a lot more to you very soon. This was kind of a test run for us, and I really like the wrestling discussion we had. So we're definitely going to have to work on that more in the future. So. But
I didn't lose my focus on racing though when I went downhill.
yeah, that same here, man. I didn't get a chance to pay attention. But anyway, you guys have a great night, and we will talk to you later.